Without further ado, let's get into these brackets, starting off with the NCAA women's tournament. You know what I'm saying? This is what the bracket looks like, or at least the official one. And looking at it, it has 4 different regions. You got 2 different regions in Fort Worth, Tech. Well, not even Fort Worth, Tech. Hold on. So on the side here, this lets us know where the games are taking place. And I'm just saying all this. If you watch basketball, you already know how this goes. But for those that don't know, let me teach y'all something. Oh my God. Sorry, y'all. Let me teach y'all something a little bit. So these are the cities that these games are taking place at. Same over here. On the opposite end. Oh, snap. Let me move my face out the way real quick so y'all can see. Boom. These are the cities that the women's games over here are taking place at. And then once they get deeper into the brackets, like after each game and stuff, I guess around this point, they'll be in Sacramento here. Over here, they'll be in Sacramento. Over here, they'll be in Fort Worth, Texas. Over here, they'll be in Fort Worth, Texas. That's what I'm assuming. And then the final 4 semifinals and championship will be held in Phoenix, Arizona, which is dope, right? Now, I'm going to say the same thing for the men's bracket when I make it so you guys can understand how this goes. There's the first 4, and then there's the final 4. These are 2 completely different formats, though. The first 4, they mean the first 4 games, which will consist of 8 teams playing each other. So first 4 games and the final 4 are the final 4 teams. You know what I mean? The first 4 games consist of teams that are seeded the exact same. So, for example, let me find it somewhere on this bracket here. Okay. So down here, right in this area right here, if y'all can see it, number 1 South Carolina is going to play the number 16th seed, which is between Southern U and Samford. So both Southern U and Samford are seeded at number 16 in this region, down here in Region 4. So these 2 have to face each other, and the winner of this game will face the number 1 seed, South Carolina, in this region, right? And then it's the same for the other ones. So you have Missouri against what is that? SF Austin. I forgot what that whole thing is. So SF Austin, where are they seated at? Right here. Missouri State against SF Austin. Boom. So in this region, same thing. These 2 teams are ranked or seeded at number 16, and the winner of this game will play against the number 1 seed Texas in this region. Boom. Then you got Virginia and Arizona State. I saw them over here. Virginia and Arizona State, they're both seeded at number 10. And the winner of that game is going to play the number 7th seed Georgia on the 4th region. And that game will take place in Iowa City. And then you have Nebraska and Richmond, who are both seeded at number 11. And the winner of that game is going to face number 6 Baylor. Yeah, number 6 Baylor in Region 2. And that game is going to take place in Durham, North Carolina. All right. So that's how that goes. That's how the first 4 teams. So that pretty much explains why I'm doing the bracket today, because everything takes place tomorrow. The men's especially starts tomorrow. The first 4 for the women's start in 2 days, which is the 18th you see right here. 18th and 19th is when the first 4 games start off the tournament. And then they lead on to the round of 64. And that's how it goes. This is what the bracket looks like. Let's go over to ESPN.com and let's create our brackets, shall we? This gives y'all a better visual of what it looked like. Boom, boom, boom. All right, you can see all of that. Yep, you can see all of that. Boom. So, being that we can't decide who wins the first 4, because I'm going to say this, and again, I'm going to say the same thing when I do the men's bracket. The reason why I'm doing it now is because throughout the rest of the week, my schedule isn't going to align with trying to create a bracket after the first four is done. Just timing wise, scheduling wise, because right after the first four is done, the next day after the first four is the round of 64. It's going to be an everyday thing. Okay. So I'm not going to have time to wait until the first four is done. So I'm going to just make my prediction on who's going to win within those first four games. And then we're just going to select everything from there. All right. So we are going to start with Regional 1. So up here you have the number 1 seed UConn against the number 16th seed University of Texas San Antonio. Obviously, UConn is too goated right now. They're too raw. UConn's taking that. You have Iowa State against number 9 Syracuse. Now, this is going to be a tough one. But I have a feeling that Iowa State is going to take this. They got that one center, that one big girl that's going to go crazy. She can really, really hoop for a girl her size, and she's been unstoppable. If Syracuse can't hold her off, Iowa State's taking that. I got Iowa State taking that. Moving on to the round of 32 to face UConn. You have number 5 seed Maryland against number 12 seed Murray State. I got Maryland taking that one. You have number 4 seed North Carolina against number 13th seed Western Illinois. I got North Carolina taking that. Number 6 seed Notre Dame against the number 11 seed Fairfield. I got Notre Dame taking that. Notre Dame girls are so lit right now, and they got that one guard. Oh, my God. She is nice with it. She is so tough. Number 3 Ohio State against number 14 Howard University. HU is going to lose against OSU. So OSU is going to move on to the round of 32 to play Notre Dame. Number 7 Illinois against number 10 Colorado. I ain't going to lie to you. I would pick Colorado because there has to be an upset somewhere. There is going to be an upset somewhere. That's how it is in every NCAA tournament. There's going to be an upset somewhere. But I do not think that the upset is going to happen here, so I got to go with Illinois. Then you got number 2 Vanderbilt against number 15 High Point. Vanderbilt's taking that with ease. Before we move on to the round of 32, let's go on to Regional 2. Number 1 UCLA against number 16 California Baptist. I got UCLA taking that. Number 9 Princeton against Oklahoma State. That's going to be a tough one. Princeton can definitely pull an upset and beat Oklahoma State. Shoot. Do I believe that that's going to happen, though? I don't think so. Ole Miss, number 5 Ole Miss against number 12 Gonzaga. I got Ole Miss taking that. Number 4 Minnesota against number 13 Green Bay. I got Minnesota taking that. All right, so check this out. You have number 6 Baylor against the 11th seed. And the 11th seed is going to be between Nebraska girls and Richmond. I'm going to vote Nebraska beats Richmond to move on to the round of 64 out of the first 4. And they're going to play Baylor. And then Baylor is going to just kick their ass. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I gotta say it. Number 3 Duke against number 14 Charleston. Duke is taking that. Number 7, Texas Tech against number 10, Villanova. Texas Tech is taking that. Number 2, LSU against number 15, Jacksonville. You know LSU is taking that. LSU pretty much has a cakewalk. Not because of the seedings, but they're going to have home court advantage. Because they're literally playing at home. So, yeah, they might have a little cakewalk. Let's go down to Regional 3. You got the number 1 seed Texas against number 16th seed. Again, the number 16th seed is going to be played against Missouri State girls and SFA. I'm going to go SFA beating Missouri State, and then Texas is going to beat Missouri State. Boom. You have number 8 Oregon against number 9 Virginia Tech. I got to stop acting like an upset is not going to happen somewhere. So I'm going to just go along and say that Virginia Tech will beat Oregon. Number 5, Kentucky against number 12, James Madison. I got Kentucky taking that. Number 4, West Virginia against Miami, Ohio. Now, the men's Miami, Ohio is having a Cinderella story somewhat, because they've been undefeated this entire season until they lost in their conference tournament. So, with the girls, though, I don't know how the girls have been. Clearly, the girls have been doing pretty well because they actually got seeded in the tournament without having to go through the first 4 or anything like that. But I'm going to still go with West Virginia. West Virginia, I think, is kind of a bit too stacked for Miami, Ohio. You have number 6 seed Alabama against the number 11 seed Rhode Island. I got Alabama taking that. Roll Tide. You have number 3, do I even have to say it? Number 3 Louisville against number 14 Vermont. Louisville is not getting upset right there. They're not. Haha, here's one. Number 7, NC State against the Lady Vols. Tennessee. Lady Volunteers, who are ranked number 10, by the way. Lady Volunteers are not one to reckon with. Do not take them lightly. They know how to do damage. They're known for that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know if they're going to take care of NC State. Is that another upset that can be pulled? That could be. That could be an upset that could be pulled, but I'm going to go with NC State on that one. Then you have number 2, Michigan against number 15, Holy Cross, Michigan. And shout out to the girls' Michigan team. Shout out to the boys' Michigan team. They both going crazy this season. My bad. Regional 4. You have number 1, South Carolina against the number 16th seed. The number 16th seed, who was that school again? SOU? That is Southern U and Sanford. Southern U and Sanford. I'm going to go with Sanford taking that dub, going up against South Carolina, and South Carolina's going to beat their heads in. South Carolina's way too stacked, and yeah, they've been number 1 the past few years. Number 8, Clemson against number 9, USC. I'm going to go USC on that one. They're going to pull the upset. You have number 5, Michigan State against number 12, Colorado State. Hey, an upset could happen right here, but I'm going Michigan State on that one. Number 4, Oklahoma against number 13, Idaho. Sooners, Oklahoma, sorry. Number 5, Washington against number 11, South Dakota State. I'm going to go Washington. Number 3, TCU against UC San Diego at rank number 14. On TCU. TCU got a good squad. Number 7, Georgia against the number 10 seed. The number 10 seed is going to be against University of Virginia and Arizona State University. I'm going to go Virginia taking that dub. But once they face Georgia, they're going to lose to Georgia. Number 2, Iowa against FDU, who are ranked number 15, or seeded at number 15, FDU, Fairleigh Dickinson University. I got Iowa taking that. Easy. Iowa's taking that with ease. Let's go back up to the top. Round of 32. Who is going to take it? All right. Let's do this. Number 1, UConn against number 8, Iowa State. Iowa State is capable of pulling that upset if UConn does not D up on that center, on the, you know what I'm saying? They're not winning this game. But this is UConn we talking about. I got UConn taking that. Yeah, number 5, Maryland against number 4, North Carolina. Now, that is going to be the game to watch. That is a rivalry game just because of program history. But, you know, as much as I want Maryland girls to win, I can't deny North Carolina, bruh. They might take that. But I'm going to have faith in the Terps. Maryland takes the upset, beats North Carolina, and goes to face UConn. You got Notre Dame against Ohio State. Ohio State is good. Notre Dame is good too. Notre Dame is good too. They have what it takes to beat that number 3 seed. I'm telling you. So I'm gonna go and say Ohio State takes that though. I'm sorry. I think that's gonna be Notre Dame's last stop. You have number 7 Illinois against number 2 Vanderbilt. I'm giving that to Vanderbilt. Let's go over to regional number 2. Can you guys even see this shit? My God, this video is gonna be ass. Sorry, y'all. I didn't even know y'all could see that or not. All right, so we have Oklahoma. You have UCLA against Oklahoma State. UCLA taking that. Ole Miss against Minnesota. I got Ole Miss taking that. That's going to be upset right there. Duke versus Baylor. This is going to be a big game. I think Duke is going to take it. Texas Tech against LSU. LSU. Don't knock out LSU. All right, we go down here. What the fuck am I doing? Boom. I'm going to just sit this right here. My face is right here, and y'all can see that. Boom. Number 1, North Carolina against number 9, USC. North Carolina taking that with ease. Well, it's not going to be easy, but South Carolina's taking that. Let's keep it at that. You got number 5, Michigan State against number 4, Oklahoma. Michigan State can do it, but I think Oklahoma's going to take that. Number 6, Washington against number 3, TSU. I'm going to go TSU. Whoa. TSU, baby. Then you got Georgia against Iowa. I got Iowa. Number 1, Texas against number 9, Virginia Tech. Now, Virginia Tech can do it. But I got Texas. They 2 stacked. Number 5, Kentucky against number 4, West Virginia. Woo. As much as I would like to say Kentucky, West Virginia might take them. Alabama against Louisville. I'm going to go Louisville. NC State against Michigan. I'm going to go Michigan. Let's go back up. We are now in the Sweet 16. Number 1, UConn against number 5, Maryland. I got UConn going to the Elite 8. Ohio State against Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt going to the Elite Eight. UCLA and Ole Miss. UCLA going to the Elite Eight. Duke and LSU. We are back. All right. Now, where do we leave off? We are Louisville against Michigan. I want Michigan to win. But Louisville might pull that upset. I'm sorry. The NCAA tournament be nothing but upsets. Now, with the women's teams, though, it don't really be that many upsets. It's always the top teams that always go. But if I have to pick and choose, I know that it's going to be upsets when the closer seeded teams play. You see what I'm saying? All right. Now we have to choose who moves on to the Final Four. Number 1 against number 2 Vanderbilt. UConn taking that. UCLA against LSU. I'm sorry. I think LSU is going to go to the Final Four. Let's see. We got to scroll down here. South Carolina against TCU. An upset can't be pulled. No, don't count South Carolina out. TCU, you know what I'm saying? This is the women's bracket we're talking about here. South Carolina going to the Final Four. Number 1 Texas against number 3 Louisville. Texas is going to the Final Four. Now you got number 1 UConn against number 1 South Carolina in the semifinals. You have number 2 LSU against number 1 Texas in the semifinals. I just cannot ignore South Carolina. They are going to the Final Four championship. LSU, as much as I want you to go far and go, Texas is going to take you out. It's going to be number 1 South Carolina, number 1 Texas in the Final Four championship in Phoenix, Arizona, taking place April 5th. And the winner of this tournament is going to be none other than South Carolina. South Carolina is taking this. How many total points will be scored in the game, bruh? I don't even know. Those are my picks for the NCAA Women's Tournament 2026. Y'all get yourselves another look. Tell me what y'all think. Here's the first half right here. Go ahead and get y'all looks in. Y'all let me know. How y'all feeling. This is the women's bracket. The women's. All right. Get yourself a good look. And then look at the bottom half. Regions 3 and 4 right here. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. If y'all been following along, y'all know what it is. Boom, boom. And then Final Four. I got South Carolina beating UConn to go to the championship. I got Texas beating LSU to go to the championship. And I got South Carolina playing Texas in the championship and South Carolina just taking it all. Those are my predictions. That is my prediction. All right. We're going to submit that. This is me. By the way, I will be making my predictions, or the same picks that I'm choosing now will probably be the same picks I put on FanDuel. This is not a sponsored stream, not a sponsored video, so I think that it's safe to say what I'm going to do my sports betting on. I'm definitely going to do them on FanDuel. I might do them on DraftKings too. These are going to be my picks, and I may switch some around as the tournament goes in case anything is wrong. But either way, yeah, these are also going to be FanDuel picks as well. So there's that. So y'all let me know what y'all think about my tournament bracket for the women's NCAA tournament. All my hoop fans out there, men's and women's, man, y'all let me know. And that's pretty much it for this one.